Here's a quick observation I would like to share with you when it comes to mitered corners, stair treads that join at a 90-degree angle. And that would be the fact that the lumber can shrink, it can expand. Remember, wood expands when it is wet, and it shrinks when it dries out. If you have wood, you're going to be using wood for something like this that has 10% moisture in it, let's say, and it dries out, the lumber is going to shrink, you're going to end up with a gap. I have seen this too many times. I built a few stairs like this, and quite frankly would try to avoid building them ever again just because of this situation here. Now, it's not uncommon for the wood to shrink, and you can see where the gaps are different. Here we got a wide gap here, and it's tight in the front. And then here we have a gap that's almost equal. Same thing over here. And it's hard to actually tell whether or not the lumber is warping. This is another problem that you end up with. As the lumber warps in one direction, let's say that it's lower here but higher here, and then over here it's higher here and lower here, you end up with these variations that could cause little trip hazard. So a quarter of an inch in height could catch somebody's heel, could catch their shoelace. I've seen it happen before, heard about it. So not always going to be a good thing. Main point that I'm making in the video is that I would just like you to think about the materials you use, or the fact that you could simply redesign the stairway to eliminate this problem in the future. And it does. It's frustrating. I built a nice stairway like this for a spa. It went up to a spa, and I built it all out of redwood, and it looked nice when I was done. Within a year, it looked horrible, and a lot of it had to do with the lumber bowing, twisting, and the gaps in the miters. Now, it didn't just have, I had multiple miters. It wasn't just one corner. I think the corners went all the way around the spa, and it just didn't look good. Within 5 years, it was something we were tearing out. So, just a redesign idea. You could actually have the ramp come all the way over. You would just have one ramp going up, and then you would have a wall over here, handrail, something like that, or a wall. If the ramp went all the way over, you would have a wall that would go at the same height as the ramp, up 42 inches, something like that. You could have the stairs coming down straight here, eliminate this, again, have a guardrail here, and then have a guardrail coming down here at an angle. And then, of course, a grippable handrail would be nice. You don't see a grippable handrail for the handicap access or the stairway here. So I think you could actually redesign something. If this is something you really want, maybe you could use composite materials that aren't going to shrink or expand when wet, might have a little better wear and tear than regular lumber, Douglas fir, something like that. Redwood and cedar, this is softer wood. You know, it looks nice, but sometimes doesn't always work well because it is softer for stairs and landings. So anyway, that's it for this video. Don't forget to watch more of our videos to increase your knowledge about stair building and design so that you don't end up with something like this and regret it in the future.